Have you ever just felt like your life is, well, a little too much? If you're nodding your head right now, then this is for you. We're about to dig into this really powerful idea for finding some calm in all the chaos. And you know what? It all starts with a simple cup. So right now, just humor me. Picture it. You're holding a cup in your hands. Now, this cup, it represents your life. It's filled with your job, your family, your friends, your hobbies, all your worries, the whole shebang. Okay, now look at that cup. Is it filled right up to the very brim? So full that it's sloshing over the sides with every little move you make? You see, a cup that's overfilled, it's just chaotic. You have to hold it so tight, so carefully, just to keep it from spilling everywhere. And that's exactly what a life packed with constant stress feels like. There's no room for anything new, right? Not a spontaneous idea, not an unexpected trip, not even a single moment of peace. But that other cup, the one that's stable, calm, with room to breathe, that's the goal. That's the 7/10 full cup. And this is what that overfilled life feels like, isn't it? It's that constant feeling of being weighed down, always on edge, just terrified of dropping one of the million things you're juggling. And then when some new, amazing opportunity pops up, you can't even reach for it. Your hands are already full. It's basically the definition of modern burnout. You know, we spend so much of our time and energy focused on what's in the cup. We're always trying to rearrange the job, the schedule, the relationships, trying to optimize everything. But what if we're looking at the wrong thing entirely? What if the real secret isn't about what's in the cup, but what isn't? This right here, it completely flips the script on what empty means. We're taught to see empty space as a bad thing, a lack of something. But with this mindset, that space becomes your most valuable asset. It's not a void to be filled, it's pure potential. It's literally where your freedom, your flexibility, and all your best opportunities are just waiting. 3/10, that's it. That's the magic number. It's not about emptying your life out completely. It's about creating an intentional margin, a buffer. This little bit of space is what lets you move without spilling, what lets you breathe without feeling like you're suffocating. It's what allows you to welcome the unexpected without your whole life descending into chaos. And this isn't some brand new life hack, by the way. This is ancient wisdom. The Tao Te Ching says it perfectly. Less brings clarity. When you have less stuff, less on your plate, you can see what you do have with perfect clarity. Your path forward becomes obvious. It's when you're drowning in more things, more meetings, more notifications, that's when everything gets confusing and you start to get lost. So what do we actually get out of this? Well, that brings us to the 4 freedoms of empty space. And this isn't just some nice idea. Creating that space gives you real, tangible freedoms in your day-to-day life. First up, you get material freedom. Less clutter in your house means way less clutter anxiety in your mind. Then, there's time freedom. When you start cutting out the non-essential stuff, you suddenly get back these precious hours for the things you actually love to do. And maybe the most important one of all, mental freedom. You finally get some peace from the constant noise, the endless information, and the pressure to keep up. Okay, so this all sounds pretty good, right? But how do we actually do it? How do we pour a little bit out of that cup? Well, this is the practical part. And honestly, it's simpler than you think. It really just breaks down into 4 key steps. First, you practice material contentment. Just ask yourself that one simple question before you buy anything. Do I really need this? Or do I just want it? Second, create time white space. I mean, literally schedule nothing into your calendar and get really good at saying that powerful little word, no. Third, relationship sincerity. Focus your precious energy on the deep connections, not on maintaining a huge, shallow network. And finally, find mind stillness. That just means intentionally disconnecting from all the screens and the noise and just being present for a few moments. And here's the great paradox of it all. We think having more stuff is going to make our lives better, but in reality, more stuff just means more things to maintain, more things to worry about, and so many choices that we end up paralyzed. It's actually owning fewer things that gives you real freedom. The freedom to move, to think clearly, and to make decisions so much more easily. This quote really gets to the heart of it. The goal isn't just about getting rid of stuff for the sake of it. It's a deep mental shift. It's about moving away from a mindset of always wanting more, always feeling like something is lacking, and into a state of contentment. Because when you realize you lack nothing, you discover you already have everything that truly matters.
And that leads us to the true goal of all of this, inner richness. Because what's the point, really? It's not about having empty rooms or a blank calendar. It's about what you choose to fill that newfound space with. It's about clearing out all the external clutter so you can build something incredibly rich on the inside.
You're intentionally pouring a little water out of the cup so you have room to add something truly nourishing back in. And this is the good stuff you can fill that new space with: genuine creativity, deeper connections with people, real self-awareness, a sense of peace and calm, and just the simple joy of being in the moment. So just remember this: simplicity is not lack. It is not about depriving yourself or living a life of scarcity. No way. It is a clear, conscious, and powerful choice to focus only on what really matters to you, and to have the courage to clear away everything else that gets in the way. So, I'm gonna leave you with this thought. The next time you feel that familiar weight, that sense of being completely overwhelmed and spread way too thin, just stop for 1 second. Go back to that simple image of the cup in your hands and ask yourself a very important question. Ask yourself, is my cup just too full? And maybe, just maybe, is it time to gently tip it over, pour a little bit out, and finally make some room for some fresh air and sunlight to get in?